What's going on, everyone? This is Grant, and you're watching my video blog for web development and design. And basically, just you're watching this because you want to know how my adventure is going for web development and design towards my major and career. So I just want to do an interesting update today. To get started, you can't see it right now. I'm not gonna worry about showing you right now, but I'm talking to you obviously through my headphones, but also with a selfie stick. The reason for the selfie stick, before you jump to conclusions and judge, is basically to get a good camera angle. For example, I can go up here if I want to. Sorry that I showed you my shorts. Or if I want to go really close. But anyways, so I'm hoping to do more video blogs now that I have this convenient thing with me. Not just for web development design, but just for life. I want to try and do live videos. I'm sure I talked about that last time. But I want to give you an update about what's been happening recently. And it's nothing too major, I think. But I actually want to talk about something that I've been wanting to learn recently that I probably should have learned a while ago. And I think it's because I have the time to do it now. I'm going to start learning JavaScript. The reason why it's been taking me so long is because I've been doing other things, like school and taking care of my child and working. I guess the bad excuse is the fact that I've been also playing video games. Practically almost every night I've been playing some of the games I usually play, but I've also been playing Fortnite, even though I'm not good at that game, which is kind of sad. Anyways, so for JavaScript, I have taken upon myself to, sorry, to try and learn JavaScript, and I'm doing it on Codecademy. With learning JavaScript on Codecademy, looking at it, it says that the course, which is free, would take about 35 hours. Now you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's a lot of time. And JavaScript is pretty interestingly difficult. With me learning it, I'm only on the first chapter, and it's interesting. It's not like, HTML or CSS. It's something different. But I basically been taking notes, and I've been getting the hang of it with really focusing and knowing what to do. So I'm going to try and do, I want to call it a path or a journey. I guess you'd call it the JavaScript journey. That actually is a nice ring to it, so I'm probably going to call this video that. Let me just adjust the camera real quick. Freehand now. Anyways, so with this JavaScript journey, I want to do a update every now and then of my learnings, just so that I can talk about what I've been learning recently and how it's been going. But the thing is also is that every time I learn, even if it's not JavaScript, if it's web development related, it's inspiring. And that's the beauty of what's been going on with me lately is I've been learning a lot of different things for web development and design. And every time I learn something, it's just the coolest thing ever. For example, at work, one of my coworkers showed me a really cool feature with something of equalizing the bottom portion of rows in this builder that I'm using. So when he showed me that and I saw how it worked, I was so happy and surprised that I looked at it and I'm like, dude, thank you for showing me that. I'm going to use that from now on when I make this. So you never know. With learning, it can be something unexpected. It can be something that you're sitting there trying to focusing on. But when you have that aha moment, it's the best feeling ever. So anyways, for JavaScript, just learning the intro stuff. I don't want to get into the gist of what I'm learning on JavaScript. It's console.log and the math of it, the random numbers, stuff like that. And even though I've only learned that much, it's still pretty cool of the gist of that chapter for JavaScript. So later on, I'll probably talk more about JavaScript and more about what I'm learning. And not only that, but with this video, for those of you that are watching, if you have knowledge of JavaScript, I'd love to get more information on not only how to get a course of learning it, but also maybe some inspirational videos or how-tos of JavaScript. And if anyone knows like how to implement JavaScript or set it up to its reactive any way, if that makes sense, I'd be happy to take it. Other than that, I guess the only thing that I can include is I basically did freelance work for one of my good friends, and it was a long journey for that. Actually, I started that back in like, I want to say October or November of last year, just doing little things here and there, editing the website and whatnot, and trying to make it look good. But I had to figure out how to use the client hosting, if that makes sense, to put the website together. Basically, I think it was a couple weeks ago, I finished doing a ton of stuff on his website recently, and we were talking about like how he was going to pay me. Like, that wasn't really even discussed in the beginning, because I told him I don't know if he should pay me because I'm new to freelancing for web development and I don't know what to charge. So he's like, okay, well, I can pay you. How about you give me a way to pay you and I'll do it? I'm like, okay. So I gave him my PayPal, and sure enough, about an hour or two later, I got paid, and it was a good amount. And the reason I'm talking about this is it was a good feeling to get paid for doing web development related work. Not anything related to my actual job, but something freelance style. And it made me want to do it again. So hopefully in the next 6 months or something, I can get the time to do more freelance work for someone and get paid for it. I'm actually not going to be surprised if freelance work is actually what I end up doing for being a web developer, because I always want to learn as much as I can. I want to learn how to make beautiful websites, make them so that they're responsive, learn JavaScript and Angular and all that stuff. And hopefully later on, not only will I have knowledge of that will be useful, but I'll be able to pass on that knowledge to viewers. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I'm hoping that this will be a successful journey of JavaScript, and that's basically all I want to talk about. So thanks for watching, guys.